Welcome back to Red Business in Focus with thanks to Cork's local enterprise offices. We are kicking off this second part of the season in style because we want to meet some of the cream of Cork local businesses fresh from the Cork and Kerry Food Market, which took place in the City Hall just a few weeks back. Now, it's an annual event. It draws crowds from right over the country and is Munster's largest indoor food market, where you can meet and you can chat to the food and drink producers. You can taste samples, watch cookery demonstrations, and above all else, you can support Irish businesses. Now, we're going to meet for a selection of those who were involved in the food fair, and namely John Power of Beara Distillery and Declan O'Flynn of O'Flynn Gourmet Sausages. Gentlemen, it's lovely to meet you both. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you, Dave.
Thanks, Jonathan. Great to be here.
I'm delighted to say that you've brought loads of stuff with you, which we're going to get to now in a minute. But before we get in there, I'll give you the 30 seconds that we give everybody to explain a little bit about the business for those who don't know. John, I'll begin with you and the good people in Beara Distillery.
We're from Beara Peninsula in West Cork. We founded this operation back in 2016, opened the doors in 17, so we're going now 6-7 years. The products you see in front of you is our signature gin, our signature whiskey. The whole thing behind the Beara Distillery is it's kind of a legacy to the peninsula and a legacy to our family going forward, and something that we thought would fit well with the community down there, you know.
Well done, John. Declan, a lot of people will be familiar with your product, but for the sake of those who haven't indulged yet, tell us a little bit.
We're fourth generation sausage makers. I suppose I started off with my great grandfather, who would have been from Joe Griffin Street in Cork, and actually worked on the Denny's compound, you could call it, their pork factory there. I suppose my involvement came into it. I got an opportunity to get a stall in Cork's English market. It was great. It was a fantastic opportunity for us, and we it enabled us to build a brand in there. It was a fantastic address to have, and develop all the products.
Sticking with the sausages for the minute, Declan. I mean, I love your product, right? And I loved it from the first time I tasted it in the English market. It expanded really quickly for you, didn't it?
Yes, so we've a lot of avenues opened up, you know. Sometimes I think I'm crazy keeping everything open. A lot of help in it, to be honest. A lot of family help. You know, we're very much family. We're very authentic. We're very a real business, you know.
But you're boundary pushers as well, aren't you? But
exactly,
you kept experimenting with flavours and tastes and bringing stuff to market that people liked.
Yeah, we've been very innovative. I must say. I think we have to be different. You know, we're not your normal sausage company with all the things you mentioned a while ago that we have under our umbrella. We did a sausage recently for Jameson.
That's a lesser brand of whiskey. You don't need to worry about it. You might have heard of them, but not as nice. Not as nice. Anyway, go on.
But we are constantly evolving, I suppose, and trying to be different. You know, I think it's important for us to do that. You know, we make probably seasonally we make probably 50 different types of sausage throughout the year. You know, we tried everything.
It's the strength that you have grown to from that humble base is incredible, and I suppose in many ways, John, it's similar to yourselves that you started off with the gin. Now, the limited bit I know about distilling is that gin is easy to make. Whiskey is a hell of a lot harder. It takes an awful lot longer. And you, I mean, are you looking at the fruition here of more than a decade's work, I'm presuming?
Well, no, the whiskey to produce any Irish whiskey, it has to be 3 years in a cask, 3 years in a day, as they say. So so that's after 3 years of production, you launch your own products.
How did you end up in this particular area? I mean, was there distilling going back generations?
No. That was never apart from
consumption,
and maybe a small bit of smuggling in the Beara Peninsula. The history of distillation in Ireland, I suppose, fell away completely in the 1900s, as we all know, and it's gone down to zero 50 years ago, apart from Jameson and Bushmills in Tullamore and a couple of the big ones. I think any isolated area, a company like this will fit in quite neatly, especially nowadays with logistics, you know. Like no place is too far away now for a courier or whatever.
And what I love about both of your stories is that they're both sectors that would have previously been struggling. So, for example, butchery was an industry that came under tremendous pressure. How many butchers have we lost over the years? Distillery, as you say, went back to zero. But now, when you look at both sectors, they are coming on in leaps and bounds. And I suppose that brings me to where the local enterprise office came in. Declan, how have they been supporting you in developing this new suite of products, your 50 types of sausages?
They've been very supportive from day one. I'm in this business a long time, to be honest. You know, I would have met him even 25 years ago, and the help throughout it has been immense. You know, you know, everything from showcasing and doing courses and things like that. It has been fantastic, really.
Yeah, and how have they been helping you, John? Because you've been down to West Cork again. Sure, he's in the city now, so they've loads of help in the city.
Yeah,
what did you get down in West Cork?
They're equally as good, I think. So yes, the Food Academy in Super Value, we're tied in with Cork Leo, and we were lucky enough to get into the Super Value Musgraves Food Academy from day one, and that was our stepping stone really to get into the multiples. Since then, we stayed loyal to Musgraves and predominantly are in Super Values all over the country. That was the very start of it. There was always time that we could take mentoring on sales, mentoring on social media projects and all that kind of thing, that they helped out big time, you know. They're always there for kind of advice.
Lads, continued success to both of you. Thanks so much for bringing in the products for us
Jonathan.
to have a look at here. I don't know which to start with now. We start with the sausage or the gin, but we'll get to it. We'll get to that plan in a minute. John Power from Beara Distilleries and Declan O'Flynn from O'Flynn Gourmet Sausages. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you very much.
Join us next time for Red Business in Focus, when we'll be joined by two businesses who have first-hand experience of Leo's All in a Day's Work campaign, which offers support and guidance in becoming lean, green and digital. Chris Braganza, a street food artist and owner of food truck Spice Genie, and Antic Verma from MobiShare, an online peer-to-peer car sharing service, will be sharing their business stories with us. That's next time on Red Business in Focus, with thanks to Cork's local enterprise offices.